This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Would like to thank Andres Glacial, Ray Schuster, Andrew Graff at HotGirlVideo69 on Twitter, B Jabber, Dan Navarro, Ben Loden, Identitech, Jason Bates, Jimmy, Kurt David, Mark Ventura, Matthew McLaughlin, Music Addict, Northern Sky, Richard, Support Basic Science Research, Will E., David Mannion, and Sam Gavshak for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, the channel. I appreciate it immensely, and I hope you all enjoy this video. I'm not even drinking anything. The transition was weird because I wasn't drinking anything. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I'm kind of thirsty now, so I lied. Hello, everyone. Good to be back. I'm kind of not used to doing like a reaction every other week because I had to take a week or two off here or there in the midst of the Pole album, so I only did like one reaction for like a full month at one point, I think. So, but it's nice to be back in the swing of things, doing more music, and we're in a good binge right now. We're in something that I think I'm very much going to enjoy front to back, and we just got a lot of really good stuff on the horizon as well. So really excited to keep trucking forward with this artist. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $5 a month, you can get access to unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. That was April of 2021 that I began doing these unedited reactions. And as of the recording of this video, we are standing at around 60-ish albums that you can get access to for $5 a month. If not, you can hop in at the $1 a month level, and that will give you access to voting in polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums, breaks up the monotony of the artist binges where we can inject one of 4 different miscellaneous albums in there. So if you want to support the channel, get access to some of those kind of exclusive features, that would be the place to do it. Also got to shout out NordVPN, link in the description for that. Got an affiliate link down there. Great VPN, amazing prices, fantastic speeds, encrypt your data, access content from other countries. Really hard to operate in the modern era without a VPN for various reasons. So if you're still in need of one, check out my link in the description for a good deal. Okay. It is Elliott Smith. Elliott Smith. Too bad he doesn't have like a song on here called Elliott Smith. It's like Pennywise made an album called Pennywise with a song called Pennywise on it. And, you know, it's like 3 levels deep. And then you have to have Pennywise as a lyric too. You got to go all the way down. And then rename yourself too. So this is the second album from Elliott Smith, his second solo album. Released in 95, 1 year after Roman Candle. Which was recorded in 93, and then September 94, and then a little bit of early June of 95 is when he was recording this one. It was also his first one on Kill Rock Stars Records, which I gotta shout out Kill Rock Stars because every time I have disputed a copyright claim on my song reactions, if it's a song from Kill Rock Stars, like I think, oh gosh, what was it? Why am I blanking? Zuzu? Shushu? Apostat Commander? I love the Valley. I sing the Valley O. What was it? I'm completely blanking right now. What's his name? Jamie Stewart, yeah. Sorry, brain fart. Every time I have disputed them, they've released the claim. So shout out to Kill Rock Stars Records. Yeah, so this is, I know, like this album's a big deal. Got Needle in the Hay as the opening track, which is the only track on here that I've heard. Fantastic song featured in Royal Tenenbaums. Great scene in that movie as well. 37 minutes, just more of that kind of lo-fi singer-songwriter indie folk stuff. Got 12 tracks this time. It's a bit longer than the debut, and he's still producing, although he had some mixing assistance from a couple people, Leslie and Tony. But he's still doing almost everything himself. Looks like Neil Gust from Heat Miser helped with, did the sleeve photography again, or I mean, he was in the sleeve photography last time, wasn't he? But he did electric guitar here, and then we have Rebecca Gates on backing vocals for a track. But everything else, just Elliott Smith leading the charge here yet again. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to this one. I know tracks like Clementine are a big deal, but I don't really have a whole lot else to say, so I'm just going to go ahead and hop right on in. With the first track, Needle in the Hay, we've already heard this one, or I've already heard this one, but you know what? Let's just go again.
Stacked charm around your neck, strung out and thin. Needle in the hay. It's wearing your clothes. You don't have a clue. Sometimes they just get caught. Needle in the hay.
You're lucky the mic was muted the whole time. You missed my almost 2-year-old daughter having a meltdown out there. She's learning anger. It's a lot of fun. The thing about Needle in the Hay that I really enjoy, a couple things. First off, for those who don't know how to play it on guitar or how it is played, it's basically like normal chords, but he's playing only certain parts of the chords, certain strings. And so it gives it this and it's a very specific playing as well. And it's not easy to replicate. But it gives the song a very specific texture, because then you have very specific leading tones between the chords. And it's almost like, King of Carrot Flowers Part 1 level amount of chord rhythm, where it's you're bouncing between chords constantly. It's a very fluid song. But another part of it also is the panning, which is really subtle. But I can tell that the guitar is the main guitar is slightly not hard panned, but it leans left. And then vocals are almost dead center. But when it gets to the chorus, vocals are on the right a little bit more. And then that extra guitar that comes in a little ways in, it's either center or slightly right. So it's not like a phaser effect or a chorus effect, but so much as it just feels like a very fluid song. And the mixing, I think, really helps that. So it's very subtly genius work right there. So cool. Good. Needle in the Hay. Excited to get into the stuff I haven't heard yet. Christian Brothers.
Dream fucker's gonna boss me around. Over. Don't be crawl. I've seen you ought to shake your motherfucking hand. In the boss blink on and on. Because this
Pretty good. He's so angry now. I feel like there's an edge that this album has that Either Or doesn't. Either Or just feels a little more sad, I guess you could say. Again, cool chord progressions, but also cool chord shapes. where you're really emphasizing leading tones in the high notes in the melody there. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. We're 2 for 2, baby. Clementine.
The streets what you can tell by the sound of the car. Full sorry. Clementine, you still hurt me. It seems a long. Maybe the whole thing's wrong. All in the snow. Anything, oh my darling, Clementine, Clementine.
Yeah. Apparently it's a reworking of a 19th century American Western folk ballad, Oh My Darling Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling. Interesting. It's a completely different song, but very nice, very pleasant. Sounded like it might be in drop D. I can't tell, but yeah, 3 for 3. Really, really digging this one so far. Like I said, has a bit of an edge, but also like I appreciate those like slower, softer ones from Elliott as well. Southern Belle.
Southern Belle, that's all you have to do. Teeth, but I wouldn't have you. How you ashamed of what you are, and saw nobody looking now. Nobody, nothing said. Kill the Southern Belle. Kill the Southern Belle.
Least favorite so far, but it's still pretty good. I've actually like in my own writing on the guitar, I've come up with like songs like that, like riffs, and I never feel like compelled to pursue them because like that's not really like my type of expression. Um, but like that's somewhat akin to Roman Candle off the first album, um, where it's almost like the guitar has this like piercing element to it. Like it's attacking you in some way. So I respect that in that way, but yeah, fine. Single fail.
Where a stupid chick collides with dying shoes, the same kind of scars. And looking at you all murder mind, you idiot kid. I'll take this paper cup, but there's a prize. Single file, you're murdered by single file, single file.
Not bad. Like it a bit more than Southern Belle. Very Elliott Smith though. Like there's like a chord change in there with a melodic leading tone that's like I've heard him used countless times. Usually it's going from like maybe say a music theory time ready, from a major 6 or as like a borrowed chord to the 4. He likes to do that a lot. Neil's guitar was very pleasant on that though. That was a nice addition. Dig that. Coming up, Roses.
all stars, and I don't need your permission to. Eyes while the moon does its division. You're roses everywhere you go.
Brr. Air organ on that one, which was an interesting addition. Not bad, not bad. I can see some of the ideas leading towards either or that aren't quite like as fully realized. Um, yeah, nice kind of softer, slower track in the middle, which will go right into Satellite next.
Hands are pointing up midnight. Question mark coming after people you watch. Come on to the satellite. All you know, you're the only one who. 'Cause it acts just turned out. World, you know, staying up all.
I mean, yeah, why not? That was good. Normally, I've said this on past reactions, some of you might know, I'm not super into like open tuning sounding folk songs. Um, like some of the folk songs from like Led Zeppelin, I'm not super into just because of their like open tuning sound. I've heard several others from other artists, and I'm just like, it's just not that interesting because people rely on it to like be the whole like crutch of the song. And it's just like, dude, you're playing six strings that are like playing two or three notes just on different octaves. It's not that cool. There's no texture to it. Um, you can't skirt by just on like the sound of an open tuning. Um, there are some tracks I like that have open tuning. One being like Gold by Interference off of the Once soundtrack. That's a nice one. Um, oh gosh, Till Kingdom Come, Coldplay. I think that's an interesting one because there's other things going on in the track that's complementing it. This I think also does a good job because it has other elements happening on top of it that are kind of complementing that open tuning sound, which I just feel like that's like common sense to like you can't just make a song based completely off of an open tuned guitar. It's just boring. But Satellite, good, well done, Elliott. Alphabet Town.
Alphabet City is haunted. Already wrong. You're already wrong. And you threw this alphabet tag. There's a name you keep repeating. Her hand on your arm. Her hand on your. It's alphabet tag. I know what you want, and it's what I want. So let's go. It's alphabet town.
Harmonica was nice. Overall, like kind of like kind of like I like it less than Coming Up Roses. Very slow. Um, I don't know. It's just like it has ideas in it that have already been explored on this album so far. So it just kind of I wouldn't say falls flat, but sort of like a dud in the track listing flow so far for me. But it was fine. It was fine. This has been like an improvement as far as an album goes over Roman Candle. Not to like, there are great songs on Roman Candle, but like so far, this definitely has more of like an album focus, which I respect. Saint Ides Heaven. This has the backing vocals, I believe.
Is exactly right when I walk around here drunk every night. Neighborhood and everybody can see I'm no good. I'm walking on what brings me down that I want those things you could never high on but it won't.
So cut from a similar cloth as Needle in the Hay, obviously. Exact things I described with that, with like parts of a chord being strummed. Very similar strumming pattern as well. Um, I I like when he like kind of complements his songs, their like pacing and rhythm with a little bit of percussion, even if it's just kind of like simple stuff to kind of give it some oomph. Because you can kind of feel when the song is trying to like accelerate and go somewhere. I liked that. I liked that. Not one of the best ones here, but I have a sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. But it was quite nice. It was quite nice. Better than Alphabet Town and Coming Up Roses, I'd say. Maybe even better than Single File. Good to go.
Lucky girl, road down south to you. If you want to, you can do it if you want to. Any hero, if it wasn't such a zero, if it wasn't such a zero. Good to go. Is that you been flying around? It's all I New York like a curse. You drink on to. You can do it if you want to. You can do never see around here is things.
Things that I liked about that one and things that I thought didn't quite come together. But kind of like Satellite, just a nice kind of like intermission sort of track. Also like Coming Up Roses a little bit. Not super remarkable, but you know, gives a little bit of brevity. I don't know. We have 2 tracks left though. Let's go close this thing out. The White Lady Loves You More.
Keep your things in a place meant to hide, and I know that's where you'll go tonight. The white lady loves you more than just to pick up your feet. I know it had a handful of broken plans, and I'm tired of playing it down up in the middle of the night. From a tree, white lady loves you more.
Yeah. Okay. These really short ones, a lot of them actually are under 3 minutes, like 2.5 minutes. They're just kind of like little snippets, little ideas. And I've kind of liked them more than some of the others because like Christian Brothers was good. Obviously Needle in the Hay, great. Alphabet Town was 4 minutes, and that one just kind of felt a little plodding. So these brief ones, I think, are quite welcome. and you sort of have to orient yourself to the album in that way, kind of knowing that it's like a bunch of short ones, but that's fine. That's fine. Last one, The Biggest Lie.
Subway that only go ill, come to pull us apart. Man, wanted everything. Turn white like a saint, and everything that you do makes me wild. Biggest lie.
Wow. Nice outro. I like that. It was cut from the same cloth as a lot of other songs. But really nice, simple way to go out for a pretty simple album, sound-wise. Kind of morose, sorrowful song, which is fitting. So, that is the self-titled album. It's very nice. It's very nice. It is superior to Roman Candle. There are tracks on Roman Candle that I think are superior to tracks on Elliott Smith. But it is a better album. So the only ones that I wasn't really vibing with were Southern Belle and Alphabet Town. That's about it, actually. I think part of the problem I had with this album that will go away on re-listens was a lot of the songs sound similar in tone and writing style, with the occasional like extra instrument or some percussion to give it some flavor. But it's very samey in a lot of ways, whereas Roman Candle I think had more variety. But this is still a better album, so it's really hard to describe exactly why I feel that way. Yeah, great tracks on here. Needle in the Hay, obviously, fantastic. Christian Brothers was pretty cool. Clementine was fantastic. Single File had some good moments. I think I like Satellite, did I? I can't remember. St. Ides Heaven, Good to Go I was kind of mixed on. Biggest Lie, quite nice. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I can definitely see how this leads into Either Or, if that makes a lot of sense. For those of you just coming to my channel, watching me for the first time, I've already done Either Or. I think it was back in, let me look, 2019 maybe? Yeah, December 2019 I did Either Or, which is a fantastic album. I'll probably cover that again in my album reaction retrospect streams that I do occasionally, because I don't think I've covered that one yet. I've done 3 streams of those. But good stuff, good stuff. Interested to see how that will translate from Either Or into XO coming up next. That should be an interesting thing. I know he starts to incorporate a lot more chamber stuff by that point. Is he still the producer? He's still the producer, although he has a couple other people helping him here. Bunch of engineers, lots more people involved with XO. And I know XO is supposed to be like fantastic, maybe his second best after Either Or. So very eager to check that one out when it comes up. But Elliott Smith, self-titled, quite nice, quite nice. Eager to re-listen to a lot of these tracks. The mixing is superior than on Roman Candle. Not that that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it just sounds nice and crisp. So yeah, self-titled, done, good stuff. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Things to plug yet again, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Like I said, $5 a month, access to unedited reactions, of which this will be one. $1 a month gets you access to voting in the polls that we do every 2 to 4 albums. And do we have one coming up? After XO we do. after EXO, we do. And I don't know if that'll be chosen by me or the Discord people. Link in the description for that. I got about 170-ish members over there. Lots of fun music discussions, recommendations, Topster charts, memes, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to join the Discord, link in the description for that. Okay, I'm done. I'm all done. I'm gonna go. If you're watching this the week it comes out, I'm doing a promo right now where I'm gonna do this like every month, every 2 months, for my Patreon, where I make public one of my unedited reactions so people can watch it for about a week. Right now, if you're watching this the day it came out, you have a few days left to watch my Murmur, REM Murmur reaction unedited. So you can go onto the Patreon and go watch it there, or go check the video for the link. But yeah, that's really all I got going on right now, guys. Hope you're all doing well. And until next time, I will catch you around. Godspeed.